As you probably know by now, mindfulness is a skill. A skill is something that you can develop by constant practice. In the next few minutes, I will help you start the practice of mindfulness first by watching your breath and the feelings of your body, and then how you can integrate it into walking. To watch your breath, let's first sit down comfortably. You can sit any way you would like, but the important thing is that you have your back straight, so that when you sit very straight with your back straight, that's the best position to watch your breath. Sit very comfortably, and if you can gently close your eyes so that you will not process any visual images, it will be much easier to develop this practice. Bring your attention inward and become aware of your seating position, how you are seated on your chair. Or if you are sitting on a cushion, on the ground, how you are sitting. Try to feel your entire being seated here. Let's first try to notice the gross sensations. If you are seated on a chair, you can feel how your feet touches the ground. Try to feel the touch sensation at every single point under your feet. You can first start doing it with your right foot. Try to notice which part of the feet that really touches the ground. The toe area, the sides, and the heel. And bring your attention along the right leg, ankle, calf muscle areas, and the knee along the thigh up to the buttock. You can feel how the knee is bent and how the pressure of your body is taken at your buttocks. And if you are sitting on a chair, how your hands are resting on your thighs. Bring your attention to your left foot. Repeat the same process. Start by trying to feel all the touch sensations under your feet. Ankle area, the heel. As you bring this experience, as you observe this experience, if you find at any place of your body there is tension, gently ask that area to relax and bring your attention along the calf muscles to the knee area, along the thighs to the buttocks. Now start paying attention to the fingertips of your right hand. Try to feel all the sensations Sometimes you can feel the touch sensation between the fingers if you are keeping them together, or if you are holding or keeping your palms on the thighs, you will feel touch sensation. Try to become aware of every single sensation. You can even feel sometimes a little temperature inside your palm. And then work your way along the wrist area, the lower arm, the upper arm, shoulders, and to the middle of your neck area. Repeat the same thing with your left arm, starting from fingertips. Take all the time that is needed to gently become aware of every single part of your hand and come up right up to the neck. Try to notice any sensations, temperatures, tensions, touch sensations, anything that you feel, and allow your hands to fully relax. Now bring your attention to your trunk of your body, starting from stomach area. You might feel the rising and falling of your abdomen and the back. Look for places where you feel the back. Sometimes tensions, sometimes other sensations. Slowly come along the back up to the neck. And bring your attention along the neck, circling around the face. Notice any sensations there. Go right up to the head, top of your head. Now you have got a rough idea of your sitting position, but through the sensations that you felt. Keep watching for any sensations that you can in your body. Allow the body to fully relax and settle in your position. If you have any uncomfortableness, you want to move a little bit and make yourself very comfortable, this is the time to do that. Allow yourself to be fully relaxed and seated. You might feel a sense of deep relaxation and a silence that is developing within you. Become aware of that. And if you hear any noises that are near, that are far, just notice them. Allow them to come and go. Now start watching your mind. Look for any thoughts that can pop up. And if any of those thoughts have nothing to do with this moment. Just remind it, not now. Allow that thought to arise and pass away without getting involved. Keep watching to see whether there are any thoughts in your mind. When you do not get involved with the thoughts that pop up in your mind, you will experience a deeper level of stillness in your mind. And in that, only thing you will notice predominantly is that you are breathing. See how the breath comes in, goes out. Try to notice where you feel the breath. Some breaths are deep, some breaths are shallow, some are short and some are long. Keep observing the variance of the breath. See how the breath comes in and goes out. Observe the subtle differences between one breath to the other. While watching the breath, sometimes you might notice a sensation or a feeling of your body is asking for your attention. Just notice it and see the intention to react. But you may not want to do anything. Just watch the sensation and come back to where you were feeling your breath. Try to see the whole breath from the beginning to the end. Don't force, don't interfere with the breath. Just observe how it moves. What we are learning is not to get involved, not to interfere. Just keep watching how the breath comes in and goes out. And at any moment, if you realize that your attention is not on the breath but somewhere else, just become aware and come back to breath. Notice the silence that is within you, around you, and the stillness that is being developed. It is already there, and we are only discovering it. Now, to end this formal sitting, become aware of your entire posture of being seated. Notice all the sensations from the tip of your fingertips to the toes and to the top of your head. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale, and while exhaling, open your eyes. That was a small introduction on how to practice mindfulness. What we tried to do was to use the breath, which is with us all the time, and learn how to bring your mind or bring your awareness to the breath. And this is the skill that we want to develop. Now, as much as we can do it while being seated, there's a very interesting and a much more simpler, a powerful way is by practicing mindfulness when walking. Now, the difference between this walk and the normal day-to-day walk is normally we walk to go from point A to point B. Here what we do is we use walking to come back to where we are, not to go away from where we are. It's a very simple practice. If you say you don't have much time to practice seating, proper meditation on breath, this is a very simple practice. Every day you can find a few minutes to walk. So the first step is you stand on some place and think of a few meters that you can walk without being disturbed. It can be a part of your garden or in the room or anywhere, it doesn't matter, as long as you can do it without being disturbed. Stand and wait for a few minutes to get composure. Like we did with the sitting, try to become aware of your whole being from top of your head to the toes. And fix your gaze a few meters away in front of you. That is to make sure that you don't get distracted very much, and you don't have to measure it, just a few meters in front of you. And then decide that you're going to move or walk from this place to the end of the path that you have chosen, so that you have a rough idea how long you're going to walk. It can be about 10-15 feet. And then try to slow down your normal walk as much as possible. And bring your attention completely to the touch sensations and the movements of your walking. You can start by first few times going up and down and to see which foot you put first, like left or the right. That can be a very simple thing. Then after that, slow down a little further and see whether you can become aware of how you lift a foot and move it forward, bring it down, and while it is being almost on the ground, you can feel the other foot getting slowly lifted. And then try to see whether you can notice the subtle sensations that are there with the walking. As your foot touches the ground, see how you feel. This is better if you do it without shoes or without shoes. Then you can touch the sand or the grass or the cement and become aware of the sensations, just like what we did when we were watching the breath. And keep moving slowly by constantly bringing your attention to the walking. So you keep moving, and while going, there may be moments suddenly you will realize your attention is not on the walking but something else. You bring your mind back to the walking. So you go and until you finish your path to the end, and again stand for a few seconds, become aware of your standing posture, decide to turn back, you watch your intention to turn back, and then repeat the same thing. You go back to where you started. Keep doing this for a few minutes. This has many benefits, like when you keep doing this, you will be able to integrate this ability to bring your mind back to what you are doing much easier, much faster than to your normal gross activities. And another thing that happens is, like in the breath, this is also a very mundane activity. And then when you learn how to bring your mind to this experience that you are going through right now, which is walking, you develop a lot of patience. And once you keep doing this for a longer period, and ideally you can integrate these two. You can walk for a few minutes, let's say 15 minutes, and then come back and sit for another 15 minutes. Like that. And when you want some energy, this is a very good practice that you could do. So keep practicing and use this guide as a help, and once you figure out how to do it, you'll be able to do it on your own. And just feel how things are moving, and there's no hurry, don't be in a hurry, and there's no competition, and you slowly improve. You will discover the benefits. Have many hours of pleasant experiences in your life. Thank you.